star status by cheating their fans. Greg McPherson has stunned the music industry by claiming that the new kids don't do all their own singing and that some of their concerts use recorded soundtracks. Well, in a world-exclusive encounter, we'll hear from both parties tonight, beginning with Greg McPherson in Boston. Greg McPherson, thank you very much for your time. Are you saying that New Kids on the Block are a fraud?
What I'm saying is that they have been lip-syncing a lot of their concerts in their entirety. You know, in terms of their records, Maurice Starr and his brother Michael Johnson were the persons that sang right next to their lead vocals and masked their lead vocals. And Maurice Starr and his brother Michael Johnson also sang most of the background vocals.
I know that they have made a point of saying that, I think their '89 tour, certainly they did lip-sync during that, but that all their tours since then have been nothing but live. Do you dispute that?
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea that they would continue to fraudulently represent that they have done those tours live. Both the sold-out Hanging Tough tour and the Magic Summer tour were also lip-synced, and I would encourage them not to continue to deny it.
Let me now turn to our studios in Melbourne, where we have two members of the band, Donnie Wahlberg and Jordan Knight. Thank you for your time. What do you say to those allegations?
Well, first of all, let us congratulate Greg McPherson on finally achieving some success, which he obviously wasn't able to do through his music.
What do you say about the specific charges that he makes?
Okay, I'll get right into the specific charges. The charges are totally untrue. As far as the 1989 tour, which Greg worked on and said we lip-synced on, yes, we did use tracks. Okay? Every tour since the Magic Summer Tour has had absolutely no tracks. So for him to say anything about it is totally wrong. And the fraud, obviously, is him, because he's speaking about things he knows nothing about. I haven't seen this man personally in over a year and a half. So how he can say anything about me or the other guys is totally fraudulent and wrong. He's wrong. He's the fraud.
Greg McPherson, do you care to respond to any of this?
All I can say to them is that they should really just tell the truth, you know?
You should really just tell the truth.
You don't know nothing.
What do you know? You haven't even worked with us in over a year and a half. What are you saying? This is ridiculous. And they say, why you haven't come out? We didn't make $115 million when you were let go. We hadn't made any money yet. It seems quite obvious what you're trying to achieve. It seems quite obvious, Greg. You've never been anything as a musician yourself. You've never been. You was a musical director for a lip-syncing band. Is that anything to brag about? And now what have you done since then? Nothing.
Obviously, Mr. Wahlberg has not basically followed anything regarding my career. I think that if he continued to look at the situation, he'd see that I am a teaching faculty member now at the University of Massachusetts.
You've told us that you taught at over 20 universities in the United States. When we were on tour, every university we went to, you said, oh, man, I used to teach there, man. I used to teach there. You told our road manager you taught at Harvard. She was a teacher at Harvard and a student at Harvard, and she checked your records, and it was totally untrue.
Mr. McPherson?
No, I never taught. Yes, I never told them I taught at Harvard.
Yes, you did.
I told them I'd taken.
Yes, you did.
I'd taken a couple of classes.
No. You said you were teaching a couple of classes at Harvard, Greg. Remember what you said now. Don't change the story now.
Well, let me take you back, Mr. McPherson, to your actual allegations. Do you stand by them now that you've heard these denials?
We have the evidence. All right, we have the evidence, and I think that they should really take time to think about that before continuing to go on. We have the evidence.
The evidence being the videotape and the recordings?
There are certain things. I'm not really at liberty to say what they are, but we do have solid evidence, you know, and there are other individuals that are willing to come forward.
All right, even still, first of all, I doubt he has any evidence, but even still, what evidence does he need against us if he's suing our producer? Why are we even being brought into anything? Why are you even trying to slander our name if you're suing Maurice Starr? Obviously, you're just trying to establish some leverage for yourself and trying to create some image for yourself so you can have a better shot at trying to get some of Maurice's money, which basically you really don't have no claims to either, but I'll leave that alone. If you were committed to people really singing live and really being true musicians, you wouldn't have took part in it in the first place, Greg. You wouldn't have never took part in it. You wouldn't have never prepared no 8-track for the Hanging Tough tour, and you would have never committed no fraudulent act yourself. So what are you talking about? You're not committed to anything. You're committed to filling your pocket with money, man. You're a liar.
Mr. McPherson?
Yeah, I think that in this situation, I was led to believe that we would be able to work the situation out so that the kids would sing live, and that became the issue. And I think that in this situation, I'm not really out to take any money from anyone, especially
so why are
the
you
new
suing
kids
Maurice
on the block.
for $20 million?
$20 million. What did you do to earn $20 million? What did you do? Tell us.
Okay, the question I guess has to be asked, would you be telling us all of this about New Kids on the Block if you were not suing the band's producers for money you believe has been denied you?
I have a very firm commitment in basically rectifying a lot of wrongs, I think. I think it's a shame for a situation like this to have gone on as far as it has. In my case, I've been threatened. I've been physically threatened. My life has been threatened.
Are you saying that you have been threatened by people associated with the band?
Certainly. Yes, I have.
And the threats are in the order of talk about this and you're in trouble?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's ludicrous.
We ain't the mafia over here, you know.
That's ridiculous. We didn't know anything about this, us personally, until when it first broke in the United States. And we laughed at it because we knew how ridiculous it was.
Can you say to me, honestly, that Australian fans have been getting their money's worth from you?
That's
Absolutely.
right, 100%.
Why don't you ask the fans?
100%.
Ask the fans if they've been getting it.
And we'll invite you to the show.
Come to
and
the
you
show.
can check the backstage. You can check for any tape. You can,
It's ridiculous.
It's 100% live.
How can Greg comment on our shows if he hasn't seen one in over a year and a half?
What you laughing at, Greg? You ain't been with us for 2 years. You got fired.
Greg McPherson, we are rapidly running out of time. Last word, please.
As I said before, they can say whatever they'd like to say. I'm not about to get into a shouting match or an argument with them. I think that in this situation, when the proper time comes, the truth will come out. And I wouldn't, I am not looking forward to really seeing their careers destroyed. I want them to just say, yes, we did. That's all.
You only want to see your career enhanced, Greg.
And they say, and they've also made a lot of allegations that I was fired. I was never fired.
Okay.
I was never fired.
All right, Mr. McPherson, I appreciate your putting your point of view and staying with us. And Donnie and Jordan, thank you to you too.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, good night.
Bye, Greg. Crawl back under your rock.
Tomorrow morning, the New Kids on the Block will fly back to Los Angeles to sing live on a television variety show to try to end the controversy. And then the group will return to